So today we're going to show you guys how to make keto rumbles because we are rapidly moving in towards Christmas here.
I feel like we should have our Christmas shirts on or something. Next time.
Maybe if we do another one.
So last year in our Facebook group, which is Aussie Low Carb Community, so if you're not in there, you should definitely come and join because it's a really welcoming and supportive group.
It is.
We asked about what recipes people wanted for Christmas time.
Last year, yeah.
And rumbles was probably one of the most popular requests. And that's a tricky one because generally we make, I don't know if you have that in other places, but in Australia it's a super popular kind of Christmas sweet nibbling thing. Quite often you have them in little bowls kind of around the house and you snack on them.
They're also
people coming over, yeah.
Sorry, they're also a good gift to give to people as well.
Yeah, but normally they're made with like a base of either sweet biscuits or cake. So that's where it gets a bit tricky. And then they're like bound together with condensed milk, which is basically like carbs on carbs. So we tried to come up with a keto-friendly option that was also easy.
Yes.
Because I didn't want it to be like you got to make this, you know, all these steps. So we went with the base being these no-shoe sugar-free brownies. So basically this just has like egg, water, butter, the mix, and then you bake it in the oven. So it's very easy. So the first thing you want to do is make this mix just as per the packet and then set the brownie aside to cool down completely.
Now, of course, you could choose your own brownie mix, so you can make your own brownie. Google keto brownie, I'm sure there's some out there. Also, Low Carb Emporium, I'm pretty sure 180 Cakes has a brownie mix, so you could use that if you didn't want to use the no-shoe one.
Yeah, and I think in the US, Good D's
has one too.
Brownie mix, so there's loads of keto-friendly brownie mixes out there. This one's available in the supermarket in Australia, so that's why we went with this one. It's accessible to everybody and it's pretty reasonably priced, I think.
And the brownie mix is reasonably low carb. The other two cakes of the no-shoe mixes aren't as low, so well, that's why we went with the brownie.
Yes. So while we've got the brownie cooking and then we're going to leave it to cool, then we're going to make our kind of condensed milk replacement. So I've got half a cup of pure cream in here and I'm going to add a tablespoon of sweetener. We're using Sucrum 1, but you could use whatever your preferred sweetener is. So this is like a stevia and erythritol mix. So we're going to pop this onto like a low heat and just simmer it away for about 15 to 20 minutes until the liquid literally goes to half the size. So you only want to have about a quarter of a cup and it'll be really thick and creamy, similar to condensed milk. So that's what we're going to do first. Okay, so we've just got our cream and sweetener kind of simmering away here. You don't want it to boil over. It's just, you just kind of have to be patient at this point. Just keep it simmering away and reducing down, and you really want to reduce it to half the amount so it's nice and really thick and sweet and creamy. And as you can see, we've got our brownie here cooling off while we make this. Okay, so we have got our kind of condensed milk.
It looks like condensed milk, like it goes real yellowy.
And you can see it's like really kind of thick and creamy now. So that's kind of halved in size. So it took about 20 minutes just on a low simmer. So we're just going to set that aside. We also have our brownie that's cooked and completely cooled down. And now we've got a little bowl and we're just going to pop it together. So we've got our brownie here, and what I'm going to do is just crumble it up into little crumbs to be kind of like the base of the rumble. So it is a bit sticky, so just do the best that you can to kind of get it into small pieces. You just want to crumble it all up.
One of the things I was going to mention is when you're making this, we recommend using butter, which is what we say in the recipe. On the packet it says to use canola oil or coconut oil. So avoid the canola oil, choose the coconut oil, or we like the butter because it makes it more rich. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, definitely don't use canola oil.
Yeah.
Okay, so our brownie is all crumbled up now. We're just going to add in some chopped pecans, which is kind of just for a bit of texture.
Could you use any other nuts, do you think?
Yeah, I use pecans because we really like them, and they're also not too hard. So I probably wouldn't use like macadamias or something, but walnuts or pecans would be nice. And just a bit of desiccated coconut. And then I'm just going to toss this a little bit to mix it through. And that's kind of our dry ingredients for the rum balls. And then we're going to get our wet ingredients. So we've got our condensed milk and we have a 1/4 cup of rum. I will just say the full recipe is in the description below if you want to know all the measurements and step by step. So there's a link in the description below. But I'm going to add the rum into our cream mixture and then stir that up.
So when we choose the rum, we choose Bundaberg rum because that's easily available in Australia because it's Australian. But you want to choose the brown rum, not the white rum like Bacardi.
Yeah, is it called dark rum or spiced rum or something?
Yeah, the dark coloured one.
Yeah,
in the
that's
bottle
the
it looks
flavour.
like whiskey.
Yeah. So now we're just going to pour this over our dry mix. Okay. And now what we're going to do is just stir it together to make sure that all of the kind of dry mixture is coated with the wet mixture. And you'll see it kind of starts sticking together a bit more now.
Comes a lot more sticky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's perfect because we want to roll it into balls. So I think that's looking pretty good. Smells really good. Smells like Christmas.
Obviously these are not as kid friendly because of the rum.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could just leave it out.
I think some people do that. They make like 2 kind of versions.
Yeah, I think you can get like rum essence, I guess, if you wanted to do that way. Okay, so
it's going to get messy now.
It's definitely going to get messy. So our mixture is ready, and you just want to take about a tablespoon amount and then roll it into a ball, and then we're just going to coat it in the desiccated coconut. It's probably a bit big, that one.
That'll be my one.
So it's pretty easy, they hold together pretty well. Should get about 30 little balls. But just do a couple. And then do we get to try one?
I would say so.
So you probably want to store them in the fridge, and I would probably refrigerate them a little bit just before I eat them so that they set. But will we give them a try?
Let's.
You're going to have the big one?
I'll have the big
this
one.
little one.
Tough to be me. They taste like rum balls.
It's Christmas Day. It's got to be.
Definitely firm them up in the fridge for about 30 minutes because you want that kind of resistant bite when you bite into it.
Yeah.
But this is delicious.
Yeah, so yummy. And I reckon they're pretty easy. Definitely a good make ahead option. You can make a bunch of these, pop them in the fridge, they'll keep for a couple of days, and then on Christmas Day you can whip them out. Here's something I prepared.
Hopefully you found this video useful, guys. If you have, please make sure you give it a thumbs up. So have a good Christmas, guys. Hopefully your family enjoys these over the Christmas period. I know that we will be.
Yes, and last year our family actually really loved these, so definitely give them a try. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.
Bye.